All right. I think we should be live now. Just check audio. I think we're good. All right. So just a bit of information before we actually get started here. I know things might look a little bit different, slightly different. I'm having computer issues. Basically, my desktop, for some reason, is not cooling the CPU. And I'm not sure why. I don't know if it's just the thermal paste went bad. I ordered a brand new, tube of it. It's supposed to be coming later today. I was hoping it would get here before the stream, but it didn't. So I'm going to see if I can replace the thermal paste on the CPU, and if that is what's causing the issue for some reason, maybe just the thermal paste went bad. Although it's not really that old because I did replace the thermal paste not too long ago. Like within the last couple years. It's weird to me that that's even the problem. The other possible issue that it could be, and I'm really hoping it isn't this, but I really just don't know what else it could be at the moment, is the heat sink is starting to wear out. Maybe there's an issue with just the way it's cooling the CPU. It's not cooling the CPU at all. I have no idea. If that's the problem, then that turns into a bigger issue because now I have to buy a new heat sink, or I guess decide whether it's time to decommission this PC. I don't know. So I'm streaming right now off of my Surface Laptop 4, which is why the aspect ratio is in 3:2. So when I do the full screen here, when PlayStation goes live, you guys are going to see like black bars on the top and bottom, but it's all I can do right now. In the meantime, I'm using the Surface, front-facing webcam here for video. But that is what I am faced with. I really just, it's weird to me. I haven't used my desktop in a little while. Just because I've been out and about. I've been mostly working off my laptop, so it hasn't had any like use, or there hasn't been anything significant or heavy being done to it that would cause this. But yeah, that's basically what I'm faced with. So that's why things look a little bit different. I almost didn't stream today, but I was like, you know what? I can do it from my laptop here. It's not perfect, but it's a decent solution here. I just only have one screen. And I'm using my phone here to look at chat. Yeah, how's it going, hamster? I never replaced the thermal paste, only when I was completely changing the CPU. Yeah, like thermal paste should last you. I'm just hoping that for some reason there's like a fluke, and that is what's causing it. More than likely, it's something else. Just to be honest, I don't want to spend the money to basically get a brand new heat sink. I have one from my old computer I could rip out. It's the same. The one that I have, the one that I built the computer with was the Cooler Master Hyper. No, it wasn't a Cooler Master. I'm sorry. It was a Corsair. It was a Corsair HX 110 or something. I forgot the model name, but it's the same heatsink that I've used. I'm just hopeful that it isn't that, although likely it's going to be something around there. I felt the tubes leading from the fans to the CPU, and they felt hot on the very end of the tubes. So maybe perhaps the liquid within those went bad. I'm not sure what the deal is. So we'll see. Anyway, Hamster, I saw you asked if I'm going to play the Crew Motorfest. I don't have any plans to currently. It's not on my list. However, seeing videos of it, I am somewhat tempted. So at the moment, no plans, but maybe after everything dies down, it's a game that I'll return to. It does look a little bit more compelling than the other Crew games, which I did not care for. It's 9:51 p.m. in Dublin time, huh? How's it going, Wayne? You're doing very good. That's awesome. Yeah, outside of the computer issues, everything's fine. So it's just, it's just like, oh, of course this has to happen literally when I wanted to stream, and uh, I'm just hopeful that it isn't like a major issue. But hey, this computer's going on. Next year in January, it will be, I think, 8 or 9 years old, because it was the end of 2015. Okay, yeah, it would be 8 years old. It's gonna be 8 years old of me. This is the same computer that I built in 2015, the 4K gaming computer. It's been the same exact one. And because of all the money I spent building that thing, and just the stupidity of me being so prideful at the time, wanting to prove people wrong because I messed up on my first PC build, I put all this money into it, and it's a great computer. Like, even still, 7 years later, going on 8, like it runs everything perfectly. Like, there's really no slowdown because I have this abundance of RAM. The CPU, it's still a 6-core CPU, 6-core, 12 threads. It's a good system. And my 980 Ti's are no longer up to modern gaming, but it's good enough for video editing and 4K, video watching on YouTube and stuff. I get no problems there. And if I want to do, other older game footage, I can easily do that with those cards. So yeah, it's not a huge detriment. I would like to build a new computer, but my goal is to make this thing. Well, my goal was to make this desktop last 10 years, but we'll see if it can even get that far anymore. And I'm really hopeful that Sony doesn't do a PS5 Pro, because if they do, then the prospect of me building a computer specifically for games is like for me, the whole reason I got into PC gaming to begin with was because the graphical differences were so major, especially towards the end of the PS3 and 360. Like, if you just look at like Far Cry 3, any of those games, like Dead Space 3, any of those like older generational games, like on PC, Battlefield 3 was another big one. Like, the graphics on PC versus what you were getting on PS3 and 360, like, it was massive. Like, the PC version looked next gen at the time, and those consoles just lasted way too long. This last generation with the PS4 Pro and Xbox One X, there was very marginal like differences. It wasn't as major as it was before. The major thing was frame rate. You built a PC for 60 FPS. These days, now 60 FPS is almost, I wouldn't say it's standard, but it's available in pretty much the vast majority of all games today. We'll see if that continues to hold throughout the generation. I have a feeling it's going to start dying down a lot more, quickly, just because we're getting into current generation only games. But now the graphical differences, you see it more in like ray tracing, right? Like Dying Light 2 looks vastly different on PC with all of its ray tracing effects that the consoles just cannot provide. So if Sony does a PS5 Pro, then then to me, I'm looking at it like, okay, what about like in terms of like value, what you pay for a PS5 Pro, excuse me, is that going to is it worth spending the extra money to build a PC? Like, is that difference between the PS5 Pro, allegedly how it would look, versus a top-end PC going to be that drastic? I don't know. I don't think so. I much rather, you see people in the comments here talk about PS5 Slim. I'd much rather get a Slim model that does like what the Xbox One S did. It's slightly faster. It's not that big of a deal, but you get slightly more performance. That is something that to me makes a lot more sense. So we'll see. Excuse my rambling. You hope for an announcement of Horizon Forbidden West PC port. Yeah, I would say it's about time, actually, right? Because that game's almost 2 years old. Wow. Yeah, I didn't realize it was coming up on that long. Next year will be 2 years old. So yeah, it seems about time for a PC port of that game. We'll see. They say on the bottom here, if you look at the description, this state of play will focus on updates to previously announced games from indie, PSVR 2, and major upcoming titles. So probably not in this showcase, I would expect, but We'll see. I want to hear about Stellar Blade. That's one I'm very excited for. That's technically a third party, partner game of theirs. Um, what's the other one? There was another one as well, that was announced that we still don't have a release date for. Oh, Little Devil Inside. I want to know what's going on with that. Like all these really cool and interesting titles that looked very different. I want to hear more about those, and I want release dates for those. You enjoyed the Crew Motorfest more than Forza Horizon 5, really? It reminds me of Forza Horizon 1, 2, and 3 with its 5 and dense atmosphere, which you felt lacked in 4 and 5. I didn't care for Forza Horizon 4. I liked Forza Horizon 5. I think the third game, Forza Horizon 3, is still my favorite, but I don't think Horizon 5 isn't far too off for me. I just really liked Mexico as a location. I thought they did a great job with that. But that's great to hear that you're liking Motorfest more than that. That's awesome to hear. You don't really see the point in PS5 Pro because Series X and PS5 is way more powerful for its time than the PS3 and 4 generation, to the point that 60 FPS. Yeah, exactly. And that's my mindset as well. I'm like, well, first of all, like statistically speaking, we're almost halfway through the generation if we just look at history. And still, cross-generation games is still a fairly regular thing. You get in 60 FPS in even some of the current gen only titles, like they're adding it in there and it's an option. There's headroom for it. Like, I just don't think people, what's the selling point? Because with the PS4 Pro and Xbox One X, you could just say, hey, it's 4K supported. You can play your games at a higher resolution, and that made sense for the time. Because 4K TVs were very affordable, and all you had were these consoles that couldn't even output at full 1080p for a lot of these upcoming games. And the PS4 Pro and Xbox One X got you closer to that point without breaking the bank. The PS5, I know it just went on sale, but it was a temporary sale. It's still generally a $500 device, $400 for the digital-only version. Where are they going to charge the money for this extra headroom and performance? That's going to focus, I guess, on ray tracing is what I'm hearing and all this stuff. Microsoft already said they're not going to do it. So you're going to have Sony do it. And then if your game's a cross-generation game, all those platforms you have to support, the PS4 Pro, PS4 Pro, 5, the PS5 Pro, the Xbox platforms, it's just going to drown developers in all this work. I'm going to make this full screen now. There we go. It's going to drown. Wow, they're doing a 4K stream of this? Holy shit. I'm impressed. This is the first time I've seen someone do a 4K stream. Yeah. My eyes do not deceive me. Everyone seeing this? Oh, my face cam is blocking it. My face cam's blocking it. Hold on. Look at that. Hopefully you can see it now. But that's crazy. A 4K stream, 4K 60 FPS. I've never seen anyone stream this, unless this is a video. That's the only thing I'm thinking of, is this isn't a live broadcast. They're just premiere. Yeah, that might be what it is. It's a premiere of a video, so it's not even a stream. Okay, that makes more sense to me. I was gonna say, usually when these streams happen, you get 1080p and the bitrate is shitty. Anyway, where was I? I just think that performance or for the price differential, especially because in other markets outside of the US, the PS5 got a price increase. And where are they going to charge this PS5 Pro? Where is it going to fit in the market today? Who is this device for? You're to pay $700 for this console. It's like the whole idea, the whole philosophy around consoles, it's a plug and play solution that doesn't break the bank, and it just kind of goes against that. I just don't know what they're going to do charging wise, if they are going to go that route. I just think it's dumb. It's dumb, and it's not necessary right now. There is no issue right now with the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. The only issue is the lack of native, console or native support for a lot of these cross-generation games. It supports them, but it doesn't take the full advantage of the power and stuff like that. They're still built with last gen in mind. So, I don't know. That's my personal philosophy on it. Last of Us Part 2 extended cut for PS5 and PC. Where would the extended cuts... I'm trying to think, like, what else could they add in there? Or I guess it would just be like a re-release. They could do that, I guess, for the show, but... You know, like, I had The Last of Us Part 1. I got it as a gift. I did not buy it. So, but it's still sealed. Like, I haven't played it yet, and I still haven't watched the show on HBO. I just, you know, there's other shows I need to watch right now, and any free time that I have is spent playing games or working on videos, and I just don't watch, you know, shows that much. So, you know, it's, I guess... I could see a PC port happening. That's why they would re-release it. I mean, I guess for PS5 as well, but it already supports 60 FPS on the PS5. It was leaked by the composer of the series. An extended cut? Like, why call it an extended cut unless they're just using that term? Like, I wonder what else they're adding to the game. We're still waiting for the multiplayer mode. We'll see what happens with that. For me, it's hard to choose between Forza Horizon 1, 2, and 3. They're so soulful. I miss my Xbox One that broke 2 years ago. That since the Series S doesn't even support disc, that's right. Forza Horizon 2 isn't available digitally. That's the thing about these racing games, is because the licenses expire, these games get lost forever. You know, and especially, like, that sucks that your Xbox One broke down. That's right, yeah, the Series S doesn't have a disc slot, so... You're kind of SOL. Oh, you just used the term extended cut. Okay. Yeah, but yeah, I guess if they want to do remaster, I could see that. I guess it would launch in line with the second season of the TV series that supposedly, I think Neil Druckmann said it's done. They're just waiting for the strike to end. So I guess we'll see what happens. There's going to be at least new interactions with the character of the game's composer. I can ask him to play different songs. Oh, okay, so like little small things here and there, like fan service. I really like The Last of Us Part 2. I never got to review the game because during that time I was kind of iffy about doing anything on YouTube. I mean, it took me like 3 days to get over, after I completed that game, it took me like 3 days to just like comprehend and digest the experience. It was an awful like the tonality of it all was just terrible. It really took its toll on me. Like I think I've never even played a game before that's impacted me that much, just because the subject matter. And where's our audio? Can you guys hear anything? Hey, this is that Devolver game where the guy has like that those thick thighs. Yes, this is coming to PlayStation. All right, I assume you guys are not getting audio because I'm not getting audio. Hold on, let me find out what's going on here.
No problem. All right.
I'm supposed to be getting audio. Hold on.
Well, yeah.
Oh, you know why? Because it's coming through on my phone. Hold on, that's my fault. There we go. Okay, I got audio now.
Okay.
All right, do you guys have audio as well? Let me know. Because if you don't, then I have to mess with some settings.
Oh, that sucks.
You hear audio? Okay. I hear an echo, but it might just be because there's two audio sources playing.
Okay, tree. Okay, tree.
That's exactly what it is.
Oh, God damn it.
Okay.
Nate, are you okay? You look sad.
I think we're good.
Oh, hey, Mike. No. That's sad. I was just taking a break from my run. So road's out.
Yeah, road's out, but no worries. Grapple point.
Oh, grapple point. Oh, just grapple. I'll grapple it.
Yeah, just grapple with a grappling hook.
God, this
Oh,
dude's,
yeah, I'll just grapple that fucker with my grappling hook.
Yeah, no worries.
this dude's backside is
I'll
gnarly.
just grapple that fucker.
Yeah, good. All right. Well, Salada.
Oh, Salada.
There's
Yeah, all right.
there's butt jiggle.
I don't know where
To me, Last of Us 2 felt like Manhunt meets Life is Strange. Yeah, I think violence-wise, it's the most violent video game I've ever played. Like, because it just looks so realistic. I'm probably not going to play this, by the way. Oh my god. It just looks so
Hi,
bizarre.
I'm Sean Benson. Here at PlayStation, our team is always on the lookout for creative, inspiring, and original games to bring to PlayStation players around the world.
Do let me know if I need to increase
We
the
are
volume
constantly
or
canvassing game development studios
make it
as
lower.
we search for the next exciting idea. And as you just saw, Baby Steps is a great example of the innovative spirit that we're looking for. In today's State of Play, we've got a wide variety of games to share with you. My hope is that these demonstrate the diversity of experiences coming to PlayStation consoles and PSVR 2. On that note, I'm very excited to welcome PlayStation players to Roblox. This infinite
Roblox
variety
is
of
coming to
3D immersive
PlayStation.
experiences is making the jump to PS4 on October 10th.
Oh, that's a big one, actually.
Roblox features full cross-platform support, so you can join 66 million daily active users across PC, mobile, and other platforms. We can't wait for you to explore millions of experiences together and to see what you create. All right, let's dive in, starting with a look at 2 great games coming to PlayStation VR 2.
Is Roblox on Xbox? I know it's a kids thing. I don't play it, but I've seen people like create like crazy shit in it.
You might be
Like,
new
it's pretty.
here, but we have a job to get done. This city
It's a
isn't
pretty
going to save itself.
variable
So
experience
get geared
depending on
up
what you want to
and
do.
join the team, 'cause
I'm gonna
working
lower it on my
together
side, the volume.
will give you the best chance.
Yeah, Death Stranding 2 looks awesome. I am very excited for that.
You can earn them. We're
I love the
talking
first game. Still think it's one of the more impactful and important stories ever told in a video game.
I'm picking up something.
Whoa! Watch out!
You'll need to be ready for anything
Here he comes!
before you'll be ready to take on the Ghost Lord.
Ghostbusters, Rise of the Ghost Lord.
Oh yeah, and these guys, mini puffs, they can be a real pain in the...
Some scenes gave me chills due to how violent it was. Never happened to me before in a video game. Yeah. I keep remembering the scene, and I assume you're talking about The Last of Us Part 2. I keep remembering the when you first meet the hunter group. I forgot their name, but the whistling that you hear when you come out of that like cave or something like that, and you just climb up a cliff, and then an arrow comes and gets you like out of nowhere. Like I fucking like jolted at that moment. It was great. So this is Resident Evil 4 in VR. Oh, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be cool.
Think you can swallow me whole, huh?
So is it the whole experience or just certain levels that are in VR? It said VR mode, so. Another mission is underway. Uh-oh.
This is Gondor 1. President's daughter, Baby Eagle. It's likely she's in this village.
I'm seeing increased movement from Los Eliminados. Don't get careless.
Oh, you're gonna play as Ada now.
Ada out.
What terrible actions will be done in its name?
This is a DLC expansion or a separate game?
Find Lewis. Fetch me the amber.
Wesker.
Have you changed, Ada? Or are you just trying to use me again?
Because in this world, someone always pays.
There's someone who needs mayhem.
Best not to ask who or why.
I know people hated the voice acting for her character in this. I didn't mind it. It didn't bother me, but I just felt it was weird they changed the voice at all. So that's weird to me. Is it a story expansion? Oh, no, it's not Mercenaries. It has to be some type of story expansion. Interesting. Okay. I was reading your comment, Late Hamster. Yes, I guess I didn't make that connection. That is funny.
I am Navi.
I don't know how to feel about the Avatar game. Like, I like the idea of them doing like a serious, you know, RPG game like that, but
trained in their ways. For 15 years.
it just looks like too much Far Cry to me. There's something about it that...
You have the map. You are Sorrento. The poor child knows nothing.
I'm still gonna play it.
Let Home Tree be a refuge from your burdens.
But this looks like Far Cry.
Seek those who can teach me the
Take out the
ways
Navi, put
of
humans in there.
Navi,
It looks like Far Cry.
and help me reconnect with my world. I won't hurt you. No. You are starting to think like a Navi. Now, we will teach you to ride like one. Now Pandora is under attack again.
Straight up Far Cry.
I will not allow the RDA to destroy this.
It's Far Cry with more, like free running.
This is my home.
The Navi will fight on your side against the RDA.
I am Navi, and I will protect Pandora. Sivako!
So I previously thought this was like a create your own character type of thing, but I don't think so, because every trailer, including the box art here, you always see, you know, that same Navi, so I wonder if she's like just the main character that you play as. Oh, Ghost Runner. Oh, I'm looking forward to this, because I just recently played the first game. I had a great time with it. It's gonna be fun.
More vicious than ever.
You had an interaction with the environment artist at Death Stranding, and he loves Mirror's Edge, Catalyst. That means a lot to me. Yeah, I noticed a lot of artists, in particular. I had the book from what's his name? I think it's Liam Wong. He's a photographer who also worked, I think, with Kojima on a couple of things. And he talks a lot about how Mirror's Edge is one of his biggest inspirations. He takes a lot of like abstract night city art. If you ever seen his book Tokyo, it's a great just collection of images. Wonderful. Oh shit! It's wait, is that looks like the? Are these different colors? Translucent? Oh. I guess these are different colors. They just look like... I actually kind of like that, the silver. The Deep Earth collection. Okay. I might get the silver plates, because I've been waiting to get plates for my PS5. Just none of them looked that great to me. But I might get the deep silver now.
Hi, I'm Johan Pilestad, CEO and Creative Director at Arrowhead Game Studios. And today I'm pleased to share an extended look at Helldivers 2. We're starting on the ship's bridge, preparing...
Separate Ways, Ada Assignment with Ada Wong was a free edition in the PS2 port. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. It was always a part of the original game, or it was a part of the expansion for the original game. Okay. That makes more sense.
Mission to eliminate a deadly bile titan.
Helldivers is multiplayer, right?
Okay, we need to find the Terminate Bile Titan.
This is looks like one of those looter shooters.
There's some enemies here. Okay, I'm covering you on the right.
We're covering your rear. Oh, there's loads of them. I'm switching to
This is the game that looks like Earth Defense Force.
Oh god, no, it's the ball Titan! Oh, I died.
Reinforcing. Oof, I have to run.
Your thing thinks I might be like Ghost of Tsushima for the Assassin's Creed series, but the Far Cry series being a better Far Cry game than the other Far Cry games. I like Ghost of Tsushima a lot, actually. Great stories. I think Sucker Punch did a great job with the world, and I love being a part of that game and, you know, just kind of exploring and random stuff. Like, they did a great job with that. Yeah, it's another solid game from Sucker Punch. You know, they make good games, and I'm looking forward to. I never played the expansion, but I'm looking forward to. I'm sure they're going to do a sequel to it. Ghost of something.
Try to take out the small guys.
Oh no, you killed me!
Oh, I'm sorry. One small death for the Helldivers.
Reinforcing.
If you got team killed, you would not just say, "Oh no, you killed me." Oh, that's okay.
Alright, I don't think I have an option. We need to throw in the 500.
You'd be cussing them out like crazy.
Oh god, he's coming for me.
Getting out of the way.
This looks like a bunch of stormtroopers fighting. Like, it's literally like Starship Troopers. That's what this is. And there's already a Starship Troopers game, so.
After each successful mission, players are rewarded for their efforts, allowing them to upgrade their ship, weapons, armor, and stratagems, giving them the edge in the many battles to come. I hope you enjoyed seeing a glimpse of just one of the many missions and planets the game has to offer. Now go out there and spread managed democracy.
I mean, it looks fine for what it is. It just, you know, I need a bundle that comes with friends. then maybe I can play these games the way they're intended. Do they sell one of those with the game, like collector's edition? Comes with friends. The original Helldivers was a top-down shooter for the Vita. Oh, really? I don't recall hearing about it. Huh. Well, we knew this was coming. Spider-Man 2. I'm not losing my mind over this game like so many other people. Like, I'm looking forward to it, but it just looks like I get, you know, Spider-Man 2018, but a lot more stuff.
But today I'm here to provide you with a first look at how the open world experience is evolving and how the game is built to take full advantage of the PlayStation 5.
I think the story is going to be really great in this.
The first thing you'll notice is that our city has nearly doubled in size with the addition of two iconic
boroughs,
Queens and Brooklyn. And we've introduced the web wings, an entirely new mechanic that, when combined with web swinging, allows you to traverse the city in a whole new way and at faster speeds than ever before.
Yeah, I mean, it does look
phenomenal. Queens or the fireworks that light up the sky over Coney Island, exploring these areas will feel much different than the towering skyscrapers of Manhattan, while also delivering memorable locales like Peter Parker's old stomping grounds in Midtown High and Miles Morales'
the Visions building. They got that from.
Hey Miles, what's up? Speaking of our heroes,
from Across the Spider-Verse. That's awesome.
The ability to switch between the two wall crawlers in the open world, and thanks to the power of the PlayStation 5, you can make that switch almost instantly. Delivering a bigger city and playing as not one but two spider heroes were big goals for Marvel's Spider-Man 2. But this time around, it was equally important to provide a greater sense of exploration and discovery. As you progress through the main story, a number of new activities and storylines will become available. The majority of those will now be represented by visual cues in the world that grab your attention, such as a flock of Kraven's Talon drones circling a building, a mysterious symbol projected into the sky, or even an unfamiliar spider-bot ping emitting from one of the rooftops. Many activities, like the Hunter's cloaked blinds that overlook the Big Apple, lead to even greater challenges, yet yield worthy rewards and new information about Marvel's greatest hunter, Kraven. Others will lead to a climactic showdown with Marvel villains not yet seen in this Spider-Man universe. The Spider Heroes have new AR tech in the lenses of their masks, providing a quick glimpse of activities already discovered, or helping locate new ones yet to be revealed. You can always refer to the upgraded Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man app to quickly track nearby areas of interest. The app will also include incoming requests from those who call Marvel's New York home. Some will ask for either spider hero to help, while others, like the students of Brooklyn Vision's Calling Upon Miles, will require you to put on the mask of a
I'm actually
specific
surprised, Hamster, they haven't
All
ported
these
Ghost of
activities,
Tsushima to
including
PC
crimes
yet.
stopped from the game's various
That's one I would have
factions,
expected
also
would have
now
come
feed
like
into the new district
a
progress
little
system,
while ago.
which even provides more rewards and unlocks our brand new fast travel system. As you can see here, the PlayStation 5 and its SSD means you can move across the city with very little downtime. Finally, the more city you explore and the more activities you complete, the more ways you'll be able to customize your spider hero.
Yeah, the graphics
This
look
includes
insane.
mastering additional combat abilities and traversal skills, acquiring and improving gadgets, upgrading through the new suit tech system, and of course, unlocking additional spider suits. And we're talking lots and lots of suits. Marvel Spider-Man 2 will feature over 65 suits from the comics, movies, and multiple original designs.
Damn.
And thanks to the all-new suit style system, you'll now have more than 200 different ways to outfit your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. On behalf of Insomniac Games, we couldn't be more excited about what this expanded city has to offer, and all the new ways you'll experience Marvel's New York. We look forward to seeing you swinging around in Marvel Spider-Man 2 when it launches October 20th, only on PlayStation 5.
Well, this trailer looks a lot better than any of the other gameplay that I've seen. So this looks really exciting. I know it's going to be a great game regardless. You know, it's going to be awesome, even if it is just Spider-Man 1.5. But Insomniac is just on fire, man. They're just like, it's insane, their output. And the quality as well has like not suffered. And no developer who's worked at Insomniac has come out saying, yeah, you know, terrible working conditions, crush, all this bad stuff. Like that studio is just run perfectly. And it shows in their work, the games that they're putting out.
And so, our journey continues.
There she is! Don't let her get away! After her!
The gang's all here.
The hell she did? She's a monster!
The truth is that people will always doubt, hate, and reject. All differences must be erased. Once there are no differences, there will be...
Tales of Arise. Not my thing.
What we call destiny is neither visible nor tangible. Yet, it is as certain as the collapsing and converging of the past and present. I called out to you and you came. The future is like a labyrinth. Every divergence is merely an inducement. There is only one real path.
Oh, turn-based. Yeah, I don't know. It's turn-based games are weird for me because, like, I usually like it's something, you know. I grew up with like the old Pokemon games and stuff like that. You know, and those were great. But I know then I just kind of like stopped, and it's been so long. And then Yakuza Like a Dragon came out, and I was like ready to just say goodbye to the series because of the direction it was going in with turn-based. Like, I was almost positive I was not gonna like it. And I loved the combat in that game. Like, I was surprised. Like, I had a great time. But they did turn-based differently. There was like an active element to the turn-based combat that made it more engaging than your just standard, you know, choose attack and go. And then there are other games I played after that I just couldn't get into, like Octopath Traveler. I tried that on the Switch. Just, you know, couldn't get into it. It was a good game, you know, like, I recognize it's a good game, but it just, the gameplay for me, it just didn't hold me over.
8 unique characters hit the stage. Soa, Agito, Tonix, Jet Justice, Melty.
This is the Splatoon spin-off that looks almost like they would be in trouble for copyright, but Nintendo's not suing.
We'll see you at the
Foam Stars, that's right.
Party.
Splatoon for PlayStation.
We've been having a blast with Foam Stars, and we can't wait for you to get your hands on it. The open beta kicks off later this month. Before we wrap up, Square Enix has one more update for us today.
Oh.
They're hard at work on Final Fantasy VII.
I was going to say Final Fantasy VII.
The ambitious follow-up to the critically acclaimed Final Fantasy VII remake. Let's see what's in store for one of next year's most anticipated games.
Very cool.
The world's ending. At least, that's what everyone's saying.
This sky, I don't like it.
Ready to fire, sir. Welcome to the New World Order.
Damn, those graphics are really nice. I know it's just the cutscenes, but damn.
Just close your eyes and listen.
Here we go.
Tell me you can't hear that. Her rallying cry.
The planet runs out of energy. It and everything on it dies.
We can overcome our fate.
Am I the same as these monsters? Am I even human?
Okay, we're looking for Sephiroth. Think you can find him?
Oh, Sephiroth. You see. So you heeded the call too, did you?
I don't know who that is because I never played the original Final Fantasy VII.
Your brothers down there are having a little get-together.
You could ride. You could do those. I forgot what those are called.
Yeah.
See them all the time at the
I
beach.
suspect they're soldiers suffering from cellular degradation.
Do not be deceived. You know the truth. Trust in me.
Sephiroth!
Come on.
Well, I expect they're going to give us a release date because I think they told us 2024, early 2024. It was supposed to be out this year, but it got delayed slightly, which is okay. This year's October alone is insane. I don't know how I'm going to even get through all those games. Like, it's insane. You joke with your friends during the announcement that it's Splatoon with a transgender flag of colors. I guess so. To be PC's your kid. Wait, so your friend ever played the original Final Fantasy VII due to being a PC kid? He told you that without nostalgia value, the remake felt pretty mediocre with poor writing. I enjoyed it though.
Could you look after my friend?
So maybe it depends, like on. I mean, games that are kind of, you know, I guess Japanese cultured. There's a certain writing flair to it, you know. I'm just used to it because I played a lot of games, I guess, like this. This is my first Final Fantasy game.
The reunion. When worlds merge.
But I had a great time with it. In fact, I would say Final Fantasy VII, the remake, out of all the Final Fantasies I've played, is the best one. Even over Final Fantasy 16. There's the date, February 29th. On 2 discs! Even on PS5, they're giving you 2 discs. That is insane. And those are 4K Blu-ray discs. Those are 100 gigabytes each.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
That game's going to be
It's coming
massive.
to PlayStation 5 on February 29th. And that's all for State of Play. Thanks for watching, and we'll
That's
see you
it.
next time.
Alright, so, you know, it was kind of like, there wasn't anything in there that was critical to me at all. Except the release date for Final Fantasy VII, which is great, you know. But I think 2 discs, it's going to be the first PS5 game that uses 2 discs. At least current gen only game that uses 2 discs. Which is awesome. And crazy at the same time. I still don't know, like, what is going on with... I'm going to mute this while I talk. Hold on. I hope that's muted for you guys. Let me just make sure. Man, I miss having multiple... Yeah, it is. Okay. I miss having multiple screens to work off of. The main thing for me, like, what's going on with games like Stellar Blade? Like, that to me is weird. You know, that was one of the first games that we found out for the PS5 where it was announced within the first year of the console coming out. They showed a trailer like last year, and they say, oh, it's coming 2023, And then here we are, almost we're almost like 2/3 done with the year already, and we're still waiting for the game. I suspect that's. I hope nothing bad happened to it, but that game looked really interesting. And then we had what was the other one? Little Devil Inside, another weird one, smaller indie game that is just taken forever to come out. This is a weird one as well because Sony said literally yesterday they announced this state of play, which I felt was the most bizarre thing. I'm like, wait, you're announcing a state of play that it was less than 24 hours, I think, before this event. Like, it was so quick. I don't know why. Anyway, it's fine for what it is. The only noteworthy thing is the release date for Final Fantasy VII Remake, which, I mean, I could have waited on. I could have waited to the Game Awards to see that, but I was hoping to see other stuff, and there's just not here. So, cool trailer for Spider-Man. Don't know what else. Cool trailer for Spider-Man. Release date for Final Fantasy VII. For me personally, that's like the only noteworthy thing. He really wants to play Final Fantasy 16 and get a used copy for PS5 since it's crazy expensive in Russia. Yeah, I bet. Like, that's insane. I liked Final Fantasy 16 a lot. Combat-wise, I had a great time with it. Yeah, I felt it was a good game. I just felt like, I don't know, there was something about the way that Final Fantasy VII, the remake, there was like a cinematic flair to, well, I can say the same thing for Final Fantasy 16. It's a weird difference. I don't know. I guess the way you approach combat in the Final Fantasy VII Remake was, to me, a little bit more interesting because you could fight it in different ways. You have to, worry about your party members, heal them. There was like a turn-based style mixed in with the more action-oriented route of something that Final Fantasy 16 only had. So, and I just enjoyed the story, and I think I like the world, like the steampunk-esque world of 7 a lot more than 16, although I had a good time with 16 as well. So, anyway, I liked it. But, to each their own, I guess. I suppose that's it for the state of play. To me, again, just kind of like, this stuff could have been announced in trailers. Didn't really need to press a little state of play conference thingy for. But I feel like Sony was pressured into putting one out just because people were like waiting, for news and stuff. But there's still a lot of questions that I have. Sony didn't necessarily do like a big, massive presentation like Xbox and Ubisoft did during the E3 week. Like, they had their events just a couple weeks before all that, but it wasn't like insane. I think we were all waiting for like a big major announcement or some type of event from them, and they've just been kind of taking their sweet time. So, in the meantime, I guess we're just going to keep on waiting for some of those. So I already told you guys about the computer and stuff, but right now, just to let you guys know, I did beat Armored Core 6. Had a great time with the game, by the way. Really liked it. So I have to get a review out for that. I have to get a review out for Fort Solace. My next game I'm going to play is going to be Under the Waves, which is Quantic Dream's first published title. So I already got a physical copy of that for the Xbox Series X, so that'll be pretty good. And then I'm going to start Starfield. Actually, what I'm thinking about doing is starting Star Wars Jedi Survivor before I start Starfield, because Starfield's going to take me a long time. I just know it is. So I might start Jedi Survivor first and play through that game, because I've been waiting to play that, and now that the patch has been added, there's incentive there to play the game. So I might do that first before I play Starfield, but I'll keep you guys updated on Twitter, all right? In the meantime, I guess we'll see you guys for the next one. Thank you for putting up with me and my quick, thrown together stream here. I hope that my computer will be okay. At least I'm grateful that I have the Surface here. The Surface is a great just productivity machine. Like, it's a really solid laptop. So Microsoft did good with it. All right, I'm going to go, guys. Have a good one, and I will talk with you all later.